Fighting. How you guys doing? When I tell you it is a lot of stuff that's going on with Meg the Stallion. It's like, man, Meg, what is really going on out here in these streets? It's like she can't keep a friend for nothing. And GloRilla, honey, at first we all thought they were going to get it together and they were cool. Come to find out, GloRilla, she's not having it. And actually, it all stemmed from guess who? Tory Lanez, you got it. So what happened was, and before I start, I just want to say, hey, how you guys doing? What's going on? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. I am your host, Gigi with the T. All right. So make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Hey, for the Glover Gigi, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much. I really do. Okay. Hey, April girl, what's going on? So I asked you guys a question. I wanted to know who team are you on? Are you guys on Meg or GloRilla or nobody? And it look like most of you guys are saying nobody. Okay. Most people are saying Glow. And what is wrong with Meg the Stallion? Honestly, it seemed like every friend that she makes in the industry is always a fallout. I think she should just stay by herself. I mean, she has her friend, ex best friend Kelsey, right? And Kelsey, she's not saying anything, and everybody is saying, Kelsey, you the one that shot Meg. You the one that shot Meg. I would have came out and say, listen, y'all, I did not shoot Meg, okay, or something. But she's saying very quiet when everybody is speaking out, and that's just so odd to me. But I don't know. Meg the Stallion, Meg, I'm just gonna call her Meg because I get tripped over that word, the styling. So I'm just gonna call her Meg. It seems like she's always having issue with friends. I think she should not just have no friends. Okay, Meg, just go solo. So how did it all start between Meg and Glow? And you guys know they were real cool, right? They were doing music videos. They was doing music together, looking good and everything. But that just goes to show, you know, just because they look good as friends don't mean that the genuine and the support is really there. To me, I always just thought it was business. If I was Meg shoes or GloRilla shoes, I wouldn't be friends with none of y'all. I would just be like, we cool for business. But other than that, you go your way, I go my way. What's the benefit of being your friend? Okay, I can't do what I want to do. If you beefing with that person, then I have to beef with that person too. If you have issues with them, then I got to have issues with them too. I'm not set up that way. I'm nobody's soldier and I'm nobody's pawn. Okay. Unless it's very beneficial. If it's not benefiting me, I'm not doing it. But they do what they want to do. So, but it seemed like it keeps on being the same issue over and over and over again. So, GloRilla, she posted some clip on her Instagram, but it had Tory Lane's song on there. And that really got under Meg's skin. I mean, Meg, she was screaming, she was yelling. And I'm like, well, goddamn, do y'all stay on social media? If I was a celebrity, I would not be on social media. But they said Meg felt some type of way. And I guess this is a very sensitive time for Megan Thee Stallion because she has been going through a lot with a lot of people saying that Tory Lane did not shoot you, Meg. Everybody keep on saying that. Tory Lane did not shoot you. Tory Lane did not shoot you. Tory Lane is innocent. Tory Lane is innocent. So she is getting frustrated. And she's spazzing out. She's speaking up. But Kelsey ain't saying nothing. Everybody blaming you, Kelsey, and you ain't going to say nothing to defend your name? I guess she said... Kelsey said, y'all deal with it. Kelsey said, I ain't friend with none of them motherfuckers. Okay, Kelsey. Kelsey over there showing her baby, talking about, oh my goodness, let's talk about motherhood. Bullshit. Bullshit. Kelsey, if you shot her, just say that. But of course, she's not going to say it because she don't have the truth in her. But anyway, GloRilla, she posted that. I guess it was words or quote, but it had Tory Lanez on it. And how do you guys feel about that? If you guys were in Megan Thee Stallion shoes and your friend posted a quote with Tory Lanez, and you know how you feel about Tory Lanez, song on it, would you feel a certain way? Press 1 if you would feel a certain way. Press 2 if you would not feel a certain way. So this is how it all got started between Meg and GloRilla. This is how their friendship ended because of a post. Wow. Over a post. Man, oh man. And let's get these likes up. I appreciate you guys. Let's get these likes up. You guys know I'm struggling right now and I need all the support I can get. So I really appreciate it if you guys like this video. Okay, let's get these likes up. And I'm looking here because I want to see what you guys saying. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. They said Kelsey better not say anything or else she's gonna be behind bars too. Well, so we're not dealing with integrity. We're not dealing with honesty, right? So we are the world that we prefer our safety. We prefer not get in trouble. We prefer not being accountable versus honesty. And I agree with you. I think that the world we're based on not being held accountable versus honesty, because if I have to be honest, then I'm gonna have to be held accountable and I can get my ass locked up. So I'm not gonna be held accountable and I'm gonna be dishonest, okay? Because look what honesty get you. Honesty gonna get your ass in trouble. And who wants to be honest, okay? But all you guys just keep it real, just keep it honest. You guys really don't want that. You only want people to keep it real and keep it honest when it benefits you. But other than that, I can't blame Kelsey for shutting the hell up, I can't blame her. But the integrity God is very disappointed in her. Okay. So it says it's more glow can keep friends. So after that, they said that Megan Thee Stallion, she was really pissed off at that, and she unfollowed GloRilla. Now, when she unfollowed GloRilla, it sparked a whole bunch of drama on social media. Everybody started talking about this. The blogs started picking it up. They said, "Oh my goodness, Meg unfollows Glow." Nobody really paid attention, I guess, except for Meg fans about GloRilla reposting a Tory Lanez song. Nobody really cared. Like the blogs, they didn't post that up. They didn't say, "Oh my goodness, GloRilla, she reposted Tory Lanez song. She's such a horrible friend." Nobody said that like the blogs, but I'm assuming Meg friends or Meg fans felt some type of way because they seem like they always bird watching, they always looking to see who's doing what. So I'm assuming they ran and told her, like, "Did you see what GloRilla posting? She is posting Tory Lanez song all on her Instagram, girl. I thought she was your friend. She ain't no friend after what that man did to you. And she's going to do that to you knowing damn well everybody is looking at Tory Lanez right now. She ain't no friend. That's effed up. That's effed up." So they was gassing Meg Stallion up. And I guess that's why she unfollowed her. I also feel like I cannot prove this, but I feel it in my spirit. When Meg people was gassing her up to unfollow Glow, I do feel like they were talking about GloRilla. You guys know GloRilla, she just got a nose job. I feel like they was talking about that. Meg Thee Stallion was probably like, "Yeah, and that botch ass nose she got." You know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion was probably, going off on GloRilla because she was pissed at GloRilla at the time, dogging her out, cussing her ass out, and maybe one of them people, because they deal with Hollywood people, they deal with hairstylists that's so messy, they deal with gossipers. Hell, it seemed like every female rapper got a gossiper, a hairstylist as the best friend. Now that is a recipe for disaster and mess, right? But they wouldn't have it any other way. So I feel like maybe somebody screen recorded or did a little recording while Meg was going off on GloRilla talking about that botch ass nose. Because GloRilla, she's very sensitive about that new nose she got, right? So that's how I feel about it. But GloRilla, once she realized that Meg unfollowed her and everybody was making this such a big deal, and let's go into that. Okay, if I was Meg, would I feel some type of way about GloRilla having that song Tory Lanez? Would I unfollow her? I don't think I will unfollow her because I know this is business and I don't want a lot of attention on me. You know, I wouldn't unfollow her just because I know it's going to cause a lot of attention. And this is, I don't want a lot of attention right now, especially not around this. So, um, if that was my friend, I would call her and say, "Hey, girl, what the fuck? You making me look crazy. Everybody hit me up talking about you got my enemy on your Instagram. What's up with that? That's not a good look. You know, if you like his shit, like it in private. Don't like it in public. And besides, you know, everybody is bringing his Tory Lanes up. They saying that he's innocent and shit, girl. Can you please take that shit down? Okay." That's how I would have handled that. Look, like his ass in private. Don't do that in public because we have a image out here like we're cool and we're friends. And it's messing up my fan base because they're feeling like I'm being stupid for being friends with someone that is promoting my villain enemy. Okay. So that's how I would have handled that situation. But Meg the Stallion, she decided to just unfollow and did not give GloRilla any warning. I guess she felt like, well, shit, did GloRilla give her any warning about Tory Lanez? Well, I guess you have to realize that GloRilla, did she really do it with bad intention? Or was it something that she didn't really think about and she just did it because she's GloRilla? I mean, when I think about GloRilla, I don't think about the most responsible person in the world. Okay. GloRilla, that name, GloRilla. Listen, look, I'm surprised if GloRilla passed the test. Okay, shit, and that's what you get with friends with GloRilla. Name GloRilla, GloRilla. GloRilla gonna fuck up, and she not gonna realize that. Okay, GloRilla. Okay, so I don't think GloRilla, I don't know that girl, but I don't think that she really like, oh my God. I don't think she was thinking about Meg Thee Stallion. I think that she just liked that song with Tori and she just posted it. Now, could have been intentional. It could have been. It could have been because you know she's in bed with Gotti. And if Gotti and all those men, and you know the men probably is on Team Tory side, maybe those men was like, hey, post this song with Tory Lanez, it's fire, and put a quote on it. Maybe the men's told GloRilla to do it, and GloRilla just did it, not really thinking much about it because of the men's doing it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the men's, Chris Brown and a lot of other men's in the industry, they are supporting Tory Lanez. So maybe Yo Gotti and the men's that's around GloRilla, because you know she's a street bitch. You know, she with them hitters. Okay. Now I don't know why Meg the Stallion wanna beef with a bitch named GloRilla. Listen, I don't want no drama with no girl named GloRilla. Shit. Do y'all want to beef with a girl named GloRilla? Press one if you want to beef with a gorilla. Damn, it's the horse versus the gorilla. What is up with y'all with names? The Stallion versus the damn gorilla. Who gonna win? I bet on GloRilla ass. Gorilla is big as fuck. Listen. And I think GloRilla is more street than Meg. Okay. I would not chance with GloRilla. Okay. GloRilla, she came out with songs that she'll F you up. And I think the GloRilla, I think she got some crazy men that will F you up and they don't care about how many bodies. Hell, you heard what's going on with Yo Gotti, Young Dolph, and all that shit, right? So I'm not fucking with GloRilla. Listen, I probably have to call her a gorilla. How you doing, girl? Can you please take that Tory thing down? It's making me look stupid. You know, I don't know. I would be nice with GloRilla ass. I'm not fucking around with GloRilla, but I don't think she did it with bad intention. What do you guys think? Do you think GloRilla purposely had in her mind like, I can't stand Meg, I'm purposely gonna put this song out and I hope it pisses her off. So this is why I'm going to do it. And she's just sitting there just thinking about Megan Thee Stallion and thinking about how can she hurt Meg Thee Stallion. And I'm going to hurt her by putting Tory Lane's song out here with a quote, and that's going to really hurt her. I don't think that girl give a damn. I think she be in her own world. She's worried about that damn nose. She got so much shit to worry about. She not worried about Meg Thee Stallion. That girl in her own little world, healing from that goddamn rhinoplasty. Okay, hoping hoping that shit will settle in sooner than later. Okay, she got to get used to her new face and shit. I know she stay in the mirror. Hell, okay, then she's a superstar on top of that. I really don't think she's thinking about Meg Thee Stallion. But Meg Thee Stallion, she took it personal. Now, I would think Meg Thee Stallion would have learned by now. She's been in the industry for so long. I would think homegirl would know, slow down. Slow down with your reactions. She too quick with it. She too quick with it. She too quick with it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, Meg, for you to be falling out with people and doing all this and making a spectacle. You knew by unfollowing her, it was going to cause a whole bunch fiasco. But she did it anyway. She didn't give a damn. She didn't call her. She didn't care. She was just like, fuck, snatch this hoe. Maybe Meg really don't like you, GloRilla. Hell. Or Meg could be very at a sensitive time. And it's like, if anybody say anything that look kind of funny, I'm snatching them off with their wig. I don't think that is a good position for her to take if that's the role that she's going to take, because you already got so many enemies, Meg. Don't you want to make it better? But maybe she got a very confident because Rock Nation is behind her. And I heard that she got Popeye deals and she getting so many deals. So maybe she's like F the world. Maybe she feel like she the queen. Maybe she feel like she have to trash everybody else to have this queendom representation. Honey, she's starting to look like the hated queen at that, So I don't think that's a great idea to do that. But she did anyway. She unfollowed that girl, and then all the blogs picked it up. Then what's her name? GloRilla reached out to Meg. Ain't that some shit? GloRilla reached out to Meg, and she was like, listen, girl, I did not mean it in the way you think it meant. I believe she took that shit down. And she was apologetic, She didn't mean it like that, Meg. And you just went off and unfollowed that girl to make that whole spectacle. You know what the hell you were doing. And that's what they said. That's what Glo did. Now, how do I feel about that? How do you feel about Glo reaching out and calling Meg to clear the air? I think that is very mature of GloRilla. I would not expect that from a person named GloRilla. I would not expect that shit. I would expect GloRilla from Memphis. I would expect a bitch like, fuck you then, ho. I wasn't talking about your ass, but since you want to take it that way, ho, it's up and it's stuck, bitch. That's what I would But GloRilla, I guess she reached out and she tried to be sympathetic and like, listen, it was not like that, and we're cool. But they said, I don't know what happened after that. After that, they said GloRilla started going off on Meg, honey, okay? And then she said, F that shit. She was throwing shade at Meg, and she don't want to deal with Meg no more. And I think during the time when Meg unfollowed her, Meg probably said how she really felt about GloRilla, I think if anything, Meg was probably not being a true friend of GloRilla, because sometimes if you friends with someone and you don't give a fuck about them anyway, and they do some stuff that piss you off, you be so quick tempered to cut their ass off, and then you're gonna tell how do you really feel about them. And I think it got back to GloRilla after she reached out to Meg. Probably people was behind the background like, girl, I don't even know why you apologize to her, because she don't even fuck with you. She was saying this about you and that about you and that about you. That's what I believe that happened. That's what caused GloRilla to go off. I don't think GloRilla just gonna go off any other type of way. Hell, you just got finished taking that post down, apologizing, and then all of a sudden, You change up and now you cussing her ass out. Something Meg did cause that reaction. Okay. So we don't know what's gonna happen here. And I want to know, what do you guys think about that? They said GloRilla is related to Cardi B. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I want to see what are your thoughts about it. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. I guys need your support. It says black women laugh at each other for being victims and then want to cry for help when something happens to them. Well, honest, Gen Z, who are you referring to? Everybody gonna call everybody. Black men, dog out black men. White men, dog out white men. I mean, America's dog out Americans. Africans fights Africans. I mean, I get so sick and tired of y'all with this. Well, this is everybody fight you humans. Why do humans fight humans? Hell, okay. It's not a big phenomenon. Hell, let me tell you something. We are all different. Just because we have the same color complexion, we have different morals, different values, different beliefs that makes us different. Okay. So we're not all going to get along. We're not all going to like each other. Okay. So I don't know, this ideology, you want everybody to come together and do this fake unity. And you want us all to believe in one way, which is not realistic. I think that is just so unrealistic. Now, I understand if we have a common enemy and we are getting together for the common enemy because they don't like me or you, okay, I get that at that moment. But after that shit is done with, you go your way, I go my way. Okay, that's how I feel about it. I don't want to be stuck in groups. I don't want to be stuck in groups because most likely it's going to be some shit I don't like about them. And then I'm going to have to not live in my truth and not tell y'all how I feel about y'all. And when I do tell you, you're going to get offended and we're going to end up fighting anyway. So I like my peace. And just some people being around me, it bothers my peace. Some people being around me, it offends me. And I don't want to get offended. So y'all get it. Okay, now I know you're not talking about anybody about a nose job. I'm just saying, well, just say it, girl. Just say it, girl. What you want to say, honey? Okay. I did talk about somebody with a nose job. Now, did I talk about GloRilla nose job? No, because honestly, I didn't even see her nose job. I just heard about it. Okay. I don't give a damn about her being having a nose job. You think I'm supposed to protect everybody with a nose job? You think I'm supposed to protect everybody with some cosmetic surgery? You think I'm supposed to protect every gay person? You think I'm supposed to protect every black person? You think I'm supposed to protect every trans person? You think I'm supposed to protect every Christian? Hell no. Hell. I'm not going to protect all of my siblings. Damn now. Okay. Hell. The hell? What the hell? What the hell? Shit. Okay. We all talk about each other. I get talked about. What am I gonna do? And okay, we all get talked about. Shit. What the hell, y'all? Okay, but I need y'all to like this video. That's all I need. Okay, so Honest G said, I'm referring to the black women who want to bully Meg. Who is bullying Meg, Honest G? I don't know who you're talking about. So you have to really explain the black women who are bullying Meg. And why are you singling out black women? I mean, what's that about? But I feel like you have this expectation that black women supposed to rally around Meg, that black women supposed to just believe Meg. And that's not the case. That's not realistic. And you will forever disappoint your own self if you have these unrealistic goals and expectations for other people. You cannot control nobody. You know, only thing you can control is you. So the women that and the men that support Meg, then y'all just gonna have to deal with that. A lot of these women and black men, they may not support Meg. So what are you going to try to argue with them? By arguing with them, do you really think that's going to get them to change their mind? They just not going to hear you, and it's just going to be a big old, they're going to hate you more, you're going to hate them more, and y'all not going to get anywhere. So to me, it's just like, what, girl, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? It says calling her a liar, knowing Tori shot her. There it goes again. you're talking about a belief, okay? Listen, a belief. People believe that Tori did not shot her. They were not there. They don't know. It's a belief. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. So whatever you believe in Meg the Stallion. Some people believe in something else. I don't know. I mean, you got different religion groups, right? You got your Christians, they believe in that. You got Muslim, they believe in that. You got Catholic, you believe in that. And of course, everybody religion feels like they're right, right? But at the end of the day, it's just your beliefs, you know? So for me to say, oh, you're wrong, Muslims. You guys know Jesus Christ is the way. Why are you guys worshiping Allah? You know it's Jesus. That's their belief. You have to realize people, beliefs are more powerful than facts. I'll keep telling you guys this over and over again. You can put facts in front of people's face, and if people believe different things, they're going to believe it, and that's going to be more powerful to them is their beliefs. Beliefs will always have more power than facts. Okay. It says those same black women will be crying if a man shot them, and everybody proceeded to bully them. Those maybe so. Maybe them black women will be crying. What you gonna do? You gonna help those black women that's gonna be crying because they got shot? So you're saying, okay, the women that's laughing at Meg, and now how do we get on Meg being shot? Because we really supposed to be talking about Meg and GloRilla, but we can go there, okay? The women that's laughing at Meg getting shot, that's what you say, are the same women that's gonna get shot and gonna want some support. That might be true. Okay. Do you really? That's not going to get them to change their mind, though. That's not going to get them to be Team Meg because they don't believe that. So they're going to look at you and laugh at your ass, be like, girl, please get the fuck out of my face. Okay. Okay. um, it says, how are you shot or were shot and still out here twerking? And her career blew up more after their alleged shooting. We'll see you there. And that's from a black woman, you know? That's from a black woman. But some of you guys want to deny black women the freedom of choice. When you are forcing black women to believe like you believe, you are denying them the freedom of choice. You are, if they believe differently, they believe differently. I mean, I'm going to drink. And I'm drinking water. Don't try it. Okay. Don't try it. Thank you, Diva. I really appreciate you, girl. All right. So let's get these likes more up. I want to know your thoughts about it. Team Gigi, that's what I'm talking about. Team Gigi for the win. Okay. So I did get this story from B, something with the B. I'm gonna play some of her video. Shout out to her. I'm giving her the credit. That's where I picked up the story from. And I just wanted to put my spin on it. But listen to some of the audio.
Okay, you guys. So Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti have allegedly called it quits after.
Sorry, wrong video. Sorry, wrong video. I gotta pull it up. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull it up. But what are your thoughts about this? I'm looking. I'm not gay for the record. Oh, okay, what does homosexuality got to do with anything? Okay. Oh, because you call what? CC29 said Meg didn't even know who popped her though. The Popo said it was him, and now she agrees. So people feel like Meg story have changed over the time. So that's why they probably feel, iffy. And I cannot force black women to see it a certain way. I think that is wrong for me to try to force people to see a certain way. Shit. A lot of people don't agree with me or my lifestyle. I mean, okay, and I'm not going to sit here and debate you about it, baby. You okay? We're going to move on. Okay. All right. So I really want to put this girl video so I can react to it again so you guys can hear it. And just in case if I miss a little bit, she gonna fill in the gaps. B with the T. All right, so I'm gonna put this up here. Just give me a second, please. Just give me a minute. Here, I'm gonna play some of it. Listen to this. Listen to audio.
You guys, so it's looking like the beef between Megan Thee Stallion and GloRilla continues. Now, what beef am I talking about? Megan got pissed at GloRilla the other day when she posted a post, but she had Tory Lanez song playing in the background. Now, I'm assuming Megan took that as shade and she unfollowed GloRilla.
All right, so you said she said Megan took that as shade. I don't feel like it was shade towards Meg. I feel like everything is not about Meg. And I feel like Meg live in Megan world and she takes everything so personally. And it's like everything is about her. Everything is not about you, Meg. I think that she's very self-centered and everything every person does, it's about her. I honestly do not think GloRilla posting that up had anything to do with her. But what are your thoughts about it? Press 1 if you feel like GloRilla was being very nasty and shady towards Meg. Press 5 if you feel like GloRilla wasn't even thinking about Meg Thee Stallion when she posted that quote up. She wasn't even thinking. She just liked the damn song. And is it wrong for her to like a song? Should she not like a song? Well, if I had an enemy, first of all, let's talk about the degree. Meg and GloRilla, how close are you guys? Are you guys like sisters? I doubt it, because if you are sisters, I'm sure Meg would have called her and say, hey girl, what's up with this? You know, but they're not sisters like that. I think they're more business partners. If it was a business partner, I wouldn't do shit. I would not. I've had plenty of people on YouTube that I was cool with at a certain time, and they associated or did interviews with bloggers that have talked shit about me. Did I take it personal and be like, oh my God, homegirl, I can't F with you no more because you interviewed that person? I didn't give a damn. I know they're doing their business. They're doing their job. Hell, but I never saw any like YouTubers as like close friends anyway. So I never took it personal because I'm not a personal taking bitch. You know what I mean? It's like it is what it is. Just don't get mad when I do it. You know, that's all I'm saying. If I interview, and I don't like those strings either. Like if I interview someone or if I shout out someone and they hate you and you hate them, but you cool with me, don't get it twisted, you know? I'm going to do what I want to do, okay? But it's not going to be any shade towards you. I'm not thinking about you. I'm not talking about you in a negative way. So that goes with trust. You know, do you trust me? And if you don't trust me, then we shouldn't be friends. But I should be able to interview, you know, okay, let's just do this, right? Say, for instance, you got me, you got Apple, and you got Android, Apple and Android, right? Me, Apple and Android. So Apple and Android, they beefing. They're not cool with each other, but I'm cool with Apple. An interview coming up with Android, should I take the interview? Or should I say, you know what? I can't interview Android because of the situation y'all two got with Apple. I feel like, hell no, I'm going to take that interview. But if Apple get into it with Strawberry and I don't like Strawberry don't like me, I'm not going to feel any type of way about Apple interviewing Strawberry. You know, it's like, okay, it's an interview. As long as they're not talking about me. Now, if Apple brung Strawberry up to talk about me and my situation, then I'm going to feel like, what the fuck you doing? Like, leave me out of it. Just do your thing, girl. You know, get your shit. Just leave me out of it. So that's how I feel about that. Now, if I'm really, really close with someone, like besties, I feel like that's a different level. If I'm besties with someone, and that person want me to do an interview, I would hope my best friend would just be so mature, you know, be like, listen, you just got to trust me. I wouldn't want to live in a best friend relationship where the trust is not there and I'm restrictive and I can't do this and I can't look right. you know. But I understand how it looks, but that's just how I feel about it. But what are y'all thoughts about it? So it says, I see a lot of Meg haters, but y'all don't know nothing. Well, we don't know anything. Just tell us, instead of saying you guys don't know anything. I think the best time to use is just to say, hey, you guys, this is what goes on. Okay. And just give us some information, but you can't force feed it. You know, that's just saying, hey, the sky is blue. But the sky is blue. Tell me the sky is blue. You can't tell the sky is blue. Didn't I say, okay, what the color is it? Just say the sky is blue. Just give the information. And then they have to make their own decision. But all this forcing and getting mad at somebody that don't feel the same way you do, I feel like it's just so immature. And it gets you nowhere because you can't force somebody or bully somebody to believe what you want to believe. Of course you can if you got power, but if you don't got no power like Trump, Trump, he can bully your butt, but other than that, that's just how I feel about it. It says Meg want people to dislike people because she's not. No, everyone is grown. Stop, Meg. You see, that's how certain people feel. It says baby Aquarius don't like how fake Libra are anyway. Okay. All right. So I'm going to play a little bit more.
So GloRilla posted, I'm forever grateful for the heart I have, the way I love, the way I treat people, my pure intent. It's all a blessing. Now she had Tory Lanez song playing in the background, and Megan wasted no time unfollowing her. Now, mind you, Megan and Glo,
I don't think it's it was just a song. All she did was play the song. And she has some good energy. So let me see if I can remove this to add it. Stop the screen, add it, share. So I want to share this post right here so you guys can see. It's kind of small, but this was GloRilla post. She says, I'm forever grateful for the heart I have, the way I love, the way I treat people. My pure intent is all a blessing. That don't sound anything negative. I could understand a little bit if the post has some negative, shady remarks in Tory Lane's plan, but this was just a good feel good. This was just like she's feeling grateful. She's thankful. And Tory Lanez, he does have some good music, I hear. I'm not a fan of Tory Lanez. I don't listen to his music, but I hear that a lot of people like his music. I hear he's a good artist. So she picked one of the songs. Not thinking about Meg, it just fit the mood that she was in. She felt, she's probably listening to Tory, and this is the song that she related to, and she posted it. And now she might get blackballed for doing that. I mean, if that's not a dictatorship, what is? If you can't even post music in a quote, or it's going to get you banned. Who knows what Queen Meg the Stallion is going to do with all the power she had from Rock Nation, because she has a hatred towards GloRilla now. I don't know. I just think it's so silly, and it's not necessary. And I think that she is just putting too much negative energy on her. But maybe she likes it. When people keep doing it over and over again, I start to think they kind of like it. All right. So let's continue on because I want to see what else she says. I want to play more.
The way I treat people, my pure intent, it's all a blessing. Now she had Tory Lanez song playing in the background, and Megan wasted no time unfollowing her. Now, mind you, Megan and Glo are real cool. Y'all remember their hit Wannabe that they did back in 2024? Glo wished her a happy birthday on her IG page. Like, they have nothing but love for each other. But it looks like this situation has changed everything. So after everything got out in the blogs about Megan unfollowing Glo for what she did, it looked like these two had a conversation behind closed doors and they made up. Megan refollowed Glo, and
all right, so you see that. So Meg refollowed Glo after Glo, you see that refollow. So she unfollowed her, and Meg realized she made a mistake. But see, that's what we're talking about. It could have been prevented. Stop jumping off the gun. Nobody has to always agree with you. Nobody always have to do what you tell them to do. I think that's so cult-like. You got to get down how I get down. You got to like who I got to like. I don't know. I just think I wouldn't want no friendship like that ever. But GloRilla, she was mature and she reached out to Meg after Meg purposely, with ill intention, unfollowed GloRilla for the world to see in all this news coverage. She didn't reach out to her first and say, "Hey, what's going on? Did I miss anything?" But Glo reached out to her, and I guess Meg decided to refollow GloRilla. To me, that is so immature. That is so immature. Like, come on. I don't get this shit. I don't get it. But what do you guys think about that? And shout out to I don't know the symbol, but I want to say thank you so much. You donated $5. Thank you, girl. I can give me a $5 foot long. Okay. I love the new look and how your content has been, Judy. Thank you so much. I need your support, girl. Okay. And I'm gonna continue to do better. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, it says, okay, but you can keep it cute. Okay, you called my name. Okay, well, I guess you guys are saying something in the chat because I have no idea what she's talking about. Now, come on, Meg, stop. We are not in high school. I'm always team Meg, but I'm going to listen to or befriend who I want. I know that's right. That's crazy. You are grown. You are grown, You are grown. I mean, that's all I got to say. You are grown. It's plenty of situations. I don't know if this relate to it, you guys, but I'm going to tell you anyway, right? So when I was young, I had an uncle that married my auntie, right? Now he used to put hands on her, and I still have yet to forgive him. I don't like him, but he be coming around to the family functions and stuff, and my cousins, that's their dad. So should I just ban my family and my his his kids, which I love dearly because they associate with him? No, have I thought about it? Not really. I just was like, why are you still friends with your dad after he did to your mom? But I had to learn and I had to mature. So now I understand, they still have a relationship and they still have a love. And yeah, people gonna love and like who they like and love. So when I see him around, I just keep it cordial, hi, bye for the family's sake. But if I had it my way, I probably wouldn't have him around anyway. And then I had an issue with him anyway. Okay. Besides him hit my auntie, girl, he was trying to take me away. Okay. Yeah, he was trying to take me away. Talking about I don't need to be around Detroit. He wanted me to go into this camp, to make me like rough. Cause I wasn't that I was rough, but I wasn't rough. He wanted me to get real, real rough. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, right? So yeah. Then, family trips. We're going family trips. And then he'll tell my mama and my daddy, yeah, I seen such and such. She was just looking at men. Why was he watching how I was looking at men? Like, I guess I was like, what, 12, 13 years old, and we be gone. And I didn't realize people be monitoring me. I had so many people monitoring me, like, what am I looking at? What am I into? But he told my parents, yeah, she got a thing for men. She just keep looking at men. Ooh, he ain't like that shit, right? All right, so I'm going to continue to play.
Made it very clear that she didn't mean no harm. She said, I don't internet-ish and I don't do mess. It was an innocent repost. Y'all BS. But it looks like something went left or something wasn't authentic. I don't know what exactly happened, but now it looks like GloRilla is throwing shots at Megan Thee Stallion. And it looks like she's the one now pissed. So the first thing that people notice is that GloRilla deleted her happy birthday post to Megan Thee Stallion. Then she reposted on Twitter when someone said, I don't do childish ass attitudes and friendships. I am not your NIG. Then she reposted where she said a while ago, MF's just gonna have to be mad. I don't give a F. And she followed that up by saying, exactly. So it's very much given, you know how like you might have been in the wrong and you try to apologize to your friend, but your friend is not really accepting your apology or
Well, time out. I thought she refollowed Meg. Didn't she really refollow Meg? So if she refollowed Meg, isn't that to say, hey, okay, we're good now? Or did she refollow Meg and then did some shady shit towards? No, I'm saying it wrong. She refollowed GloRilla. I'm getting the names confused. Shit, you know I'm old. She refollowed. GloRilla reached out and said, "Hey, you took the post the wrong way. It's not like it what it is. I'm not in that." Meg, she follows. I can't stand y'all names. This Meg, this GloRilla, this Stallion. I can't stand none of their names. But Meg, she follows GloRilla again. I would think that let people know and let me know we are good. But it seems like after she refollows Glow, something happened because Glow felt that Meg was doing some shady stuff, snake stuff behind the scenes, which made Glow just snap. And Glow will let you know. Glow seemed like she's very upfront. Glow don't seem like she hides her hand and throws rocks and hide her hands. Glow said, I'm going to snatch all these pictures off my Instagram. This is how you know I don't fuck with you, Meg. I snatch your shit off. If it was at the beginning with Tori, I would have snatched your pictures off and put Tori. Then would have said, F you, ho. Okay? I would have probably had the song, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Okay? But you took it the wrong way. And cause and effect is everything. So Glow is mad at Meg. She took all the pictures down and now she's reposting on Twitter talking about, if a person mad, they just going to stay mad because maybe Meg is still not over her listening to Tory Lanez. All she did was listen to the damn song. And you followed her back. You should have just kept unfollowed her and just say, you know what, girl? Nah, I don't know. Okay, if I was in Meg's situation, I unfollow somebody and I still feel like in my heart, because like I said, it's not about the facts. The facts is GloRilla did not intentionally do that shit to hurt Meg. That is a fact. But Meg believes otherwise, right? That's what she believes. So clearly she feels some type of way about it still. Why follow the girl back? If I was a Megan, I really feel like I would have just probably hung up in the girl. No, I would want to hear her out. I will hear her out, but I would not follow her back. I would just be like, okay. And I'll probably like, you so fake, like in my head, because if I really believe that she is not genuine and she really did this intentionally to hurt me, I'll be like, okay, thank you so much. I'll probably record it because they seem like they're so messy and vindictive. I mean, this circle of people, it just seems gross to me, like miserable people. They don't have a peace of mind. They always in some drama. They always doing some bull crap. They always twerking their ass, but getting played by men. How does that work? They always talking about they got expensive cars, expensive clothes, but the men they pick is very low level, low class. It's not adding up. And then they always have to be outside and faking outside and want to play victim. I would not want to deal with this type of energy. But this is what they do. So if I didn't believe Glow, I would have just listened to her. But I would not follow her back because I don't want you guys to get any indication that we cool. I want everybody to know I don't fuck with her, But it seemed like Meg, she followed her and then she started doing some other shit behind the scenes. And that's why GloRilla is spazzing out. Okay. Whew, I tell you, so much. It is so much.
starts being shady towards you in some type of way. So now you're the one mad. That's very much what it's given. It's given, I tried to apologize, fake accepted my apology, but you really still mad. So you know what? Now I'm mad. Go ahead and stay mad because you could tell that Glo is upset about this situation. But I completely understand where Megan Thee Stallion is coming from. All she knows is that she had his song playing in the background. So, I'm nosy. So, how you're on Instagram and you might see a quote that you want to repost. So you repost it. Sometimes you don't know or you don't pay attention to the song that's already playing in the background. I really think that's what this situation was. I don't think GloRilla paid attention to the song because it's been many times that I reposted a post, especially if my phone was on silent and I didn't pay attention to the song at all. So it's not like GloRilla went out of her way to find his song and post it on her page. I just think it was a simple.
I think it's so stupid. The more I start to think about it, the more I get irritated. Okay, Meg Thee Stallion, and I'm sorry if I'm starting to yell, but Meg Thee Stallion, she acted as if GloRilla went under a post where bloggers or someone is talking shit about Meg Thee Stallion. I can understand if GloRilla intentionally started liking posts that was shading Meg Thee Stallion. Okay, I get it. But that was not the case. I mean, when she have these friendships, do she say, hey, in order to be my friend, you can't listen to Tory Lanez. In order to be my friend, you can't listen to Tory Lanez. If you don't have that clear communication, then I don't know what we're doing. And if you think somebody's supposed to assume they can't listen to Tory Lanez because he allegedly, he shot you, I don't know what else to say with that. Okay, let's say he did shoot her, and he is in jail for shooting her. So he shot her, right? So I can't listen to him because he shot you? Huh? You can't control. Y'all still listen to R. Kelly and he's a damn predator, okay? Hold up. Ain't she still signed with Jay-Z and ain't he a predator too? Hello? Hold on now. Hold on now. Press 1 if Jay-Z was messing with Foxy Brown when Foxy was underage and Jay-Z was an old man or older adult. That's pedo, okay? So she can get signed to a pedo. You know what I mean? I'm just talking mess. All right, so let me add this back up here.
Mistake and she just wasn't paying attention. So I don't think it was any ill will on GloRilla's end, but I do understand the misunderstanding. But some other people are like, ain't no misunderstanding. Glo tried to play in Megan's face. And this is what they had to say.
Baby, Megan Thee Stallion and GloRilla following each other back on Instagram don't mean shit to me because as far as I'm concerned, my side eye towards GloRilla is still giving very much bombastique. Okay? I refuse to call that post a mistake. No, ma'am.
Girl, ooh, I couldn't be friends with friends like that or associates like that. It was not a mistake, but her intention, she did not intentionally wanted to do harm towards Meg Thee Stallion, okay, posting the good felt quote and with Tory Lanez song on it. So it seems as though Meg, she wants people to be a cult like. First of all, GloRilla is not your fan. Let's get that clear. She's not your fan. That's what your fans do. The ones that worship you and praise you every day and night, that's their position. But I think people are getting confused. She's not your fan. Hell. But I think it's just ridiculous. So it seems like Meg have this idea like, listen, if you my friend, F Tory Lanez, F everybody that F with Tory Lanez. You can't talk to nobody that talk to Tory Lanez. You can't listen to Tory Lanez. You can't post none of Tory Lanez videos. You can't like none of Tory Lanez pictures. You can't like his music video. You better not ever say you like any of his shit. You better not say he talented, okay? Because if you say he talented, you say you like some of his stuff, you're not a friend of me and you backstabbing me. No, we're not doing that. If you want to be friends with me, it's F Tory Lanez forever. For real. And I mean that. Anybody that say free Tory Lanez, if you like them, then it's off with you. You can't be friends with Chris Brown. You know why? Because Chris Brown said free Tory Lanez. So therefore, if you friends with Chris Brown, then you're an enemy to Meg Thee Stallion. This is the war that she is creating. This is the war that she is creating. And she doing this herself. And then when people don't want to F with her, then she going to want to cry victim. When you laid this out yourself, it's not always about you. It's just not. But what do you guys think about it? Comment, let me know. All right, so let me add this back up here.
I can't call it a mistake because a mistake usually follows with a quick correction. That post was up for a few hours. Now, GloRilla, you were real quick to clarify that nose job, but you let that story sit for a few hours. That's fishy. Then your hairstylist go,
girl, bye. That's her nose. That's personal. Do you think GloRilla nose is on the same level as Meg Thee Stallion pettiness? Who do you guys think comes first? Or do you guys think they're on the same level of concern? GloRilla personal nose, GloRilla health, okay? And Meg Thee Stallion petty concerns. I don't think they're on the same level. I know they're not on the same level. So, of course, GloRilla is going to pick that and she's going to come quick because that's her health. That's her image. That's her. Why should she be concerned about another girl's feelings when it's some petty shit? When she didn't even intentionally mean to do any harm to her. And then when she was a woman about it and reached out and say, hey, I apologize and I take it back. You know, it's not what you think. And she told everybody, y'all on some petty shit. It's not what y'all think. You still go back and you do some slick shit. You see what I'm saying? So to me, it seemed like, no, you was never really genuine in the beginning. You so quick to cut somebody off and to dog somebody when you're not even understanding and you think somebody out to get you. I wouldn't want to be a friend with a person that's always that paranoid. Meg Thee Stallion, she is so paranoid. She felt like everybody's talking about her. And maybe a lot of people are. But if you don't have trust in a friendship, then you don't have no friendship. Could you imagine going over somebody's house and they keep on looking over their shoulder? They treat you like how them Asian people, Chinese people treat you in that wig store. Keep on following you and follow you. Stop following me. Stop following me. Because they don't trust you and they're paranoid. They think you're going to steal. They think you're going to hurt them, you know? I would not want to go in that store. Okay. Especially when I'm giving you business. Hell, it's a business situation, but you're not going to make me feel any type of way. You're not going to follow me up and down the aisle, you know, looking, okay, at me all weird and all up in my face, seeing what I'm doing. That doesn't make me feel good. If we're supposed to be friends, it's mutual. I let you know, I apologize. It's not what it came off to you to be. And okay, but let's go. So that's why they fell out. They fell out because GloRilla posted a good feeling quote and she had Tory Lanez's song on it. And she posted it on her IG. And Meg Thee Stallion said she could not be her friend anymore because she listens to Tory Lanez. If you listen to Tory Lanez, you cannot be Meg Thee Stallion friend anymore. That's why they fell out. Meg Thee Stallion will cut you out of her life if you listen to Tory Lanez. That's what that's what it was. Press 1 if that's what it was. Because GloRilla listened to Tory Lanez and she liked his music. So therefore, she has to get cut. You can't like his music. Let's play.
On her page, on her story, and talk shit too, that's fishy. Then you gonna go and post on Twitter talking about, I don't do this internet shit, it was a mistake. You ain't done. Come back. Come back. Clarify. Do you fuck with Tory or no?
Megan Thee Stallion has every fucking right to dead any relationship or friendship that she feels like is sustaining her abuser. The fact that we even have to get on this fucking app and talk about this is actually insane. And don't get it twisted. People know
Okay, sustaining her abuser. What does he mean by that? Shit. Calm down with them big ass words. What do he mean sustaining her abuser? She has every right. Okay, she has every right, but don't act like we cool and we not. And GloRilla has every right to say F you if she feels like Meg is coming at her sideways or unfairly. Nobody want to be friends with somebody that's always paranoid and a dictator. That is a dictator. GloRilla has every right not to be cool with a friend that's going to dictate her choices and her likes. GloRilla don't even have the free will to like who she likes. So sustain, what did he mean by that, y'all? Comment. I don't know what he meant by sustain. Did he mean supporting Tory? Huh? What did he mean by sustain? Shit. I'm looking in the comment section. It said Meg talk about Tory more than anyone. Hell yeah, because there's new evidence in the case showing that Tory didn't shoot her allegedly. Her career might as well be over. She's a problem. It's ongoing. She's dropping her own numbers. GloRilla meant free Tory. So what she can. Okay. Well, let's continue to play.
exactly what they're doing. They are very aware of what's happening, what the conversation is. So
my thing is, what the fuck did her reposting that post that had nothing slurish about it have to do with our friendship? Just
Nothing.
Because Tory Lane's song was in the back of the damn.
What? I'm not gonna lie, Megan. I think you're really reaching now. So Megan Thee Stallion ended up unfollowing GloRilla off of Instagram because she reshared a post and it had a song on it with Tory Lanez in it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I reshare posts that already have music on there. You don't pay attention to that. If I reshared it, it have their music up there. So sometimes the music just, play on there.
Girl, bye. I'm not doing all that shit, man. Hell, if I like listening to Tory Lanez, I like listening to Tory Lanez. Just because I'm listening to him doesn't mean that, oh my God, I feel like you didn't get shot by him. I may like the damn song. I can't like the damn song. Well, I can't be your friend if I don't have that freedom to like, honestly, who I want to like. If I can't live in my truth, okay? If I can't tell y'all what I like, then we can't be friends. Let's just cut this shit, okay? Period. Because it's not about you. It's not about you. If I like listening to somebody, it has shit to do with you. Hell, it's some YouTubers I like listening to, and they may not like some of y'all. Hell, don't take it personal. Shit. Some of y'all like listening to other YouTubers that have dissed me, talk shit about me, and I see them y'all in there. I don't care. I don't take it personal. It is what it is. I still love everybody, but that's just me, so I'm not that petty like that. I'm not always looking for conflict. I'm not always trying to fight people. I'm not trying to dictate you. I've never been a one that try to make you feel like how I feel, make you believe how I believe. You don't have to believe like me. We can still be cool. We can still agree to disagree because I'm mature. You understand? So all this stuff right here, I just think it's crazy. It's crazy work. Okay. Okay. Cinnamon says she still listens to R. Kelly. Don't mean that she supports him doing with that girl. And that's exactly true. You may like his music, but it does not mean that you support what he did to those girls. But people, they're going to push propaganda and they're going to try to make you believe how they believe, even though it ain't no facts. It's just going to believe how they believe. That's just that on that. That's how I feel about it. Mayor can say what she wants, but medical coding for a shot in the foot isn't the same as glass in the foot. All right. I still listen to R. Kelly, so sound like a personal problem. Oh. Whew, I tell you. I tell you. Well, I want you guys to comment. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed my commentary on this. I'm going to look in the comment section just in case if it's somebody over here that I want to respond to. But I think we really went over this case and I think we cleared it. Press 1 if you feel like I did a good job talking about this and covering this. Press 7 if you feel like I did not do a good job. You think I should have went in more, you know? All right. So what else going on out here in the world? What else going? Do y'all like this hair? I'm loving this hair color. Ain't she cute? Okay, you guys know I love this jacket. I love jacket that like this, and they can just, hey, we are here. I like that jacket. Okay. Okay, so Gigi, you said I didn't do a good job. You think I should have said more? Well, ask me questions and I will answer them. Okay. Ask me questions about the case and I will answer them. Never heard Tory until he shot Meg. Mm-hmm. Yep. So later on today, I do plan on coming back here to do a live stream about Q from day 26. I don't know. I'm going to do a personal story time. I was thinking about doing a day, but maybe I'll do it tomorrow, a Sunday. I'm not sure, but it's coming soon. So get ready, because I'm going to start doing some personal story times, y'all. And you know my shit be juicy. Okay. And I know y'all going to judge. I don't care. Just judge me in my face so I can respond to it. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to judge me in my face. Don't wait till I cut this shit off and then you want to put in a comment section, then you want to judge me. I don't like that. Don't wait till I cut it off and then you want to go on other people's platform and judge me. I don't like that. Judge me to my face. Judge me in the comment section. Period. Okay? That's how I feel about it. So it says, but word on a curb is the girl shot Meg. Yeah, that's what people are saying. Kelsey shot Meg. Wait till we found out Tory wasn't the one that shot Meg. Well, a lot of Republicans are speaking out in Florida, I hear. So we will just have to see. We will have to see. And maybe that's what she's really pissed off about. Do you guys think that she's doing misplaced anger? Do you think that could have been it? That she has a lot of anger built up right now. So she misplaced it and she took it out on GloRilla. She took that anger out on GloRilla because she's really mad at everybody else saying that Tory did not shoot her. That's what she's really mad about. I mean, I don't know what to say. People don't believe in Jussie Smollett. People feel like Jussie Smollett lied about the mega people. Do you guys remember when Jussie came out and said he got jumped? Now he claims he's telling the truth and he was there. He's a victim. But a lot of people don't believe it. I don't know if it's true or not, but like I told y'all before, it's what people believe that matters. So people believe they both liars. Jussie and Megan Thee Stallion, they need to do a damn video together, right? They need to do a video together, okay? Gigi, good content. You let everyone have their own opinion. I respect that. Thank you. I try. I seen old girl. She was like, all the hotties, let's leave because I'm not going to play along and be able to get, bullied until their propaganda. And that's sad if they have to say, okay, if you're not going to agree with us, then we're not going to hear anybody else out. That lets you know they only want to hear what they have to say. They don't want to hear about any other sides. They don't want to come to a common ground. It's more so you have to come on their way or no way. And you're never going to get anywhere with that type of attitude. Okay, it's not always about you. All right. All right, what D said, Jesse staged that mess. We have the same stuff going on in Dallas with Mo3, Trap, and Breezy. Is sad, honestly. Well, you guys know, okay. You guys know what rappers I've been listening to lately. Do y'all know this rapper? Her name is Mello. I love Mellow Bucks. I've been listening to Mellow Bucks like all this month. Mellow Bucks. Press 7 if you know who Mellow Bucks is, if you like her. Press 9 if you don't know who Mellow Bucks is. I like my 2 female rappers right now. I like Mellow Bucks and Ken the Man. Those 2 girls right there, those are my favorite rappers right now. It's Ken the Man and Mellow Bucks. Okay. Oh, y'all need to go check out Mellow Bucks. Okay. Shout out. She's the shit. Mellow Bucks. Okay. Y'all not on Mellow Bucks? Come on now. Something wrong if y'all not on Mellow Bucks. Yeah, come on. That's what I'm talking about. Kavan always with it. Yes. All right. So what did you say? What's small to you might be not small to them. I understand that. It's crazy dismissing people's feelings. How did I miss people's feelings? Some people don't know friendship and has no morals. I can tell by the comments. Well, let's take that comment. Okay. What's small to you might not be big to them. So we're talking about GloRilla. GloRilla liking Tory Lanez. That's not a big deal. Okay. But to Meg the Stallion, it is a huge deal. So when you have a friendship and something is a huge deal, what do? You communicate. You let a person know, excuse me, friend. You don't do it in a nasty way. You don't send a spectacle unfollowing them, knowing that social media is going to grab it and it's going to all this gossip and all this distraction. That's what you don't do. That's humiliating someone. And that's what Meg did. She humiliated GloRilla because she felt that GloRilla had hate in her heart towards Meg the Stallion. And that was not the case. So if you have a friend and you feel some type of way, your friend hurt your feelings, then you communicate that. You give your friend a chance. Don't you give your friend a chance to say, hey, you might not know, you might not realize it, but what you're doing, you listening to him, it makes me feel some type of way. I don't like you listening to him. I can't stand you listening to him. I don't like you liking him because when you like him, I get mad and I feel like you might take his side over mine because you liking him and I don't want you liking him. And give that person a choice to say, you know what? I won't like his ass, girl. You know, my friendship with you is more important. I don't like him. I don't like him no more. Okay. Or they can say, you know what? I'm so sorry you feel that way. But maybe this friendship have to take a turn because I don't like to feel like you're dictating my choices. And my free will is more important than me being friends with you. Okay. So I think we should just say our goodbyes. I will unfollow you, you unfollow me, and I understand, you know. No love lost. And I guess I'm gonna put some panties on and bump Tory Lanez and just it is what it is. Like the fuck. So, but that's how it should go, you know. You communicate. You can communicate. So dismissing people's feelings. Well, didn't Meg dismiss GloRilla feelings? You know, did she care how GloRilla felt when she unfollowed her? When she humiliated GloRilla by unfollowing her? So I feel like if it's all about realizing people's feelings, if somebody hurt your feelings, then you speak to them privately and say, hey, this made me feel some type of way. How can we fix this? But for you to just be like, oh, you hurt my feelings. I'm going to F your feelings. You're doing the same thing they're doing. You're no different. You're no different. So what are we talking about? You do the same shit. So I feel like with that, practice what you preach. You know, give somebody a chance to explain themselves privately, like, what's this about? Some people don't know friendship. Everybody's friendship looks different. You cannot be like, oh my goodness, we're friends, and you just expect them to have the same beliefs or morals and values. Most of y'all don't even do that. Y'all don't even have the tough conversations about friendships. And I can tell from the rate that y'all have with your boyfriends and girlfriends. Hell, your boyfriend, girlfriend, these marriages are all failing because you guys don't have the proper communication in the beginning to understand who this man is. Y'all be sleeping with strangers at this point. Y'all just be hooking up, hanging out, smoking, drinking, freaking, but you don't know who they are. You don't know their beliefs. You don't know their values. You really don't know them. You haven't tested them. So I just saw a post the other day. A girl was pregnant and she told her baby daddy that she want him to work. He said, I'm not going to work. I'm a street nigga. I'm not going to get a real job. And she was taken back. And I said, girl, you should have known this shit before you laid on your back and let him bust all up in you. Come on. You have to do a better job with knowing who you sleeping with. You are bringing life out here, Know who you're dealing with. These conversations she should have been had before she laid on her back to know that man is not going to get a real job. He would have been told your ass that. It ain't no damn secret. He was a street nigga. What the fuck? Ain't nobody about to change up for you. You better meet somebody for where they at and accept them for who they are at that time. But y'all be getting with people want to change people, they could have do this. They coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's going to be your downfall when they don't meet up to that expectations of your potential. And it could have been prevented. So that's how I feel about that. Okay. I heard Meg be doing shady shit behind the scenes. Well, I guess it's true. Meg needs to tell the real truth, but can't and got to play the game. Keep it going. If it was Tori, then about me. Okay. Cinnamon says it's some people I'm cool with, but we may not be friends. We good associates. Yeah. I think that's what Meg and GloRilla was. I thought they was just, associates, And if you're associate, shit, you're just an associate. As long as you don't talk shit about me, and I find out, if you talk shit about me, I'm just saying, if you're gonna talk shit about me, don't have me to find out. That's it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to find out about it. Now, if I find out about it, that's your ass. Okay. That's your ass if I find out. Okay. I don't want to find out about it. You better keep that shit wrapped. I talk about motherfuckers all the time. Hell yeah. I mean, that's what we do, dog. Hell. But nah, when I cut this thing off, I don't even think about nobody. Okay. Because I be in my own world. I'm more self-centered than anything. So I be thinking about myself. I got this nigga. He want to come over later on today. But he been begging to see me, girl. All of them do. But I don't feel like being bothered. Why don't you feel like being bothered? Because they're going to try it. They're going to try to get some of my goodness, And I don't feel like putting out, And of course, I can be with them and not put out. But goddamn, I don't want to be tried. I just don't want to be tried. And I know motherfuckers going to try it. And then they gonna feel some type of way, okay? When I'm entertaining, when I'm around these niggas, you know what I mean? I want to feel like, okay, if it go down, it goes down. I'm ready, okay? I don't want to. Man, he's sitting up there, that shit all hard and shit, Man, it's my duty, you know what I mean? To please that D, But if I don't feel like it, and it'd be so hard because I know they'd be fiending for it. That should be hard. I'm like, see, I don't like being put in this position. I don't like the pressure, So I'll be like, nah, not today. I ain't feeling it tonight. I don't want to pressure. Okay. Too much pressure. You might like it. I'm going to love it. But the thing is, I just know I don't want to be bothered like that, I don't want to be bothered. And then, okay, do I really be liking these guys? I do like them, but do I like them? I don't know. Sometimes I struggle with that because I can like somebody like, oh my God, you're so attractive, But I really, really like people that can challenge me. I like people that's intelligent. And, they be so in awe. They're not a challenge to me. They don't challenge me mentally. And see, that keeps me on my toes. And most, I get bored with a lot of, that sound bad. I get bored with people, I get bored. Okay, I'm ready to move on to the next. Okay. Because when you meet somebody in the beginning, they're not gonna pressure you, but guys that I've been knowing and I see them and man, the pressure be so thick. But guys that I don't know and I'm getting to know, they don't be pressuring me at all. They be treating me like a princess. They so respectable, they trying to impress me. And I like the impression stage. That's why you gotta get the new ones because they always gonna impress. This old ones, they be impressing, but they're gonna put pressure on me. And I don't wanna deal with no pressure. Do y'all know what it is to feel pressure? Press 1 if you understand the pressure. Okay. I don't want that pressure. Okay. I understand, Gigi. Thank you, Gigi. Pressure makes diamonds. Hmm. You know her personally? I don't know who you're talking about or what you're referring to. It says, how do you compare unfollow to her feelings about a man that shot your so-called friends? Because when she unfollowed GloRilla, that is humiliating. When someone unfollows somebody, it's like, oh, girl, she unfollowed your ass. Boop. It's a diss. We all know it. Let's not play stupid. If I was a big celebrity and I unfollow Kim Kardashian, everybody's going to pick it up like, oh my God, Gigi unfollowed you, girl. What you do? What's going on? You know how these gossip people run. Come on. It's a diss. It's humiliating. So when I unfollow somebody and I know I'm that big and people are going to talk about it, I know what I'm doing. I know that the blog's gonna pick it up. I know she gonna feel some type of way. Clearly, she don't care. She didn't care to reach out to say, "Hey, before I unfollow you, I want to know, can you clear this shit up with you liking Tori song or you putting Tori song on your post? Like, what's that about? Because I'm feeling some type of way about that, and I'm really mad. So please tell me it's not true, friend." And that's what you do to a friend. You give a friend a chance to communicate. But when you take it upon yourself and you just go slice a friend, unfollow them to humiliate them in front of everybody, everybody's seen this. She didn't do this shit in private. She did it in front of everybody. And that's the attention that she wanted. She wanted to do this. She knows what she's doing. This is not her first time doing this shit. I mean, God, my goodness, how many relationships has she done this to again and again and again and again, again and again and again and again? How many times are you going to keep on making an excuse for the stallion? God damn it. Hell. Make sure you guys like this video. Okay. All right. Do you think this is a stunt? A stunt for what? Usually if it's going to be a stunt, a music song gonna come out of it or something, but it would have been cute. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so let me tell you guys one of my favorite songs or music videos, and I wish they would have did it longer, but do you guys know my favorite song? One of my favorite songs, like if I ever have a friendship and we fell out, this is going to be the anthem. Can you guys guess? If I have a friendship and I fall out with a friend, what anthem am I gonna play? Can y'all guess? Come on. Okay, y'all got to get to know me. Okay, y'all gonna have to get to know me. I'm gonna tell you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, y'all typing too damn slow. You guys are typing too slow. I need you guys to hurry up. So we don't got all day. I'm impatient. Now, what about Your Friends by TLC? I'm a survivor. The boy's mine. Ooh, y'all don't know me like that. Ooh, y'all don't know me like that. Okay, so the song I'm gonna play is by Taylor Swift, Bad Blood. When I tell you, I love when Taylor Swift do her revenge songs. I love that song, Bad Blood. Girl, I be pretending like I got an enemy. When I listen to that song, I'll be like, yeah, yeah. I'll be pretending like I got an enemy. And I love in the beginning of the music video when her and Selena, because her and Selena at the time, they were friends, then they fell out. But her and Selena, they were like fighting these group of men, right? And then they got the money. But when Taylor Swift got the suitcase, Selena, she snatches the suitcase from Taylor Swift and then she kicks her off of the building, taking her out. She thought she took Taylor Swift out, but she got back together and then she started getting these army of girls, and Selena got her army of girls, and girl, they went to the war and they just started firing at each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like, baby, we got bad blood. Now, if they would have did this and like tomorrow they come out with a music video, GloRilla, Meg Thee Stallion, something like a Bad Blood, oh my God, I think that would be cool. That get me excited. But that's not that. That's not that. Yeah, that's not that. Nuck if you buck. We knucking, we bucking, we ready to fight. Nah, that's when I'm fighting hood chicks. I don't think I would fight. I don't know. I have some hood cousins of mine, and I would never want to be on their bad side because they're just so hood, I don't know if I can really be really friends with a extreme hood person because I feel like I can't be myself. I can't say what I want to say because they're going to take it a certain type of way. And then they're going to want to, dictate how I feel. Some of them be bullies. I just can't compete with that. But a person that's like, do a little shady here and there and flip hair, and that's the most they're going to do is a flip of fucking hair, then we cool, because if I ever get into it with you, all we're going to do is flip hair. You ain't going to bomb my house up and nothing like that. You know what I mean? You got to be careful. Like the people you friend, I think one day, you have to think one day, if I have friends or a boyfriend or husband, I always think, what if it does not work out? How would that look? This friend that I have, what one day it doesn't work out? Is this person dealing with mental illness? Do she deal or he deal with attachment issues where they become obsessive and take me out, or just become so erratic, crazy? Like I take all that into account. And if they can be a great friend, but I feel like this person is going to be crazy if we ever fall out or if we ever break up, I would not take that risk. Even though the passion there is so good, hell no, because I know it's a risk that this may come to an end, and I don't need that headache. I don't want them problems, dog. I had them problems before. I don't want it. All right. Well, listen here. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. And I'll see you guys on another video. Bye.